Been so long. I know. I'm so sorry. But hey, y'all. I'm here. Good morning, good afternoon. I feel like I'm not awake yet. I feel like I need more sleep. I'm just worn out. I'm just exhausted and my mind hurts from all the shit. Um, Cedar Point was somewhat kind of fun. Um, I loved being there with my brother, my sister-in-law, my nieces, because we haven't done that in like so many years. Good morning. Hi, Joey. Good morning. Um, so Cedar Point it was fun, but my brother and my sister-in-law and the kids, okay? There's Katie, Sierra, Bub, my brother, and Renee. So somehow my friend Destiny got into the picture, which I'm not sure how she got invited. But since my brother and them guys have like passes, they got the meal deals, they got all that on their passes. It's extremely expensive, but you're able to make payment arrangements. I'm doing okay, buddy. How are you doing? Are you done from being all sick? How you feeling? It makes me not want to eat hamburgers. Um, but yeah, so somehow my friend Destiny got involved, and they have this thing where you can bring a friend, bring a pass, whatever, whatever. So I got a ticket, my friend got a ticket, and then it was me, my two nieces, and my brother and my nephew. Now my nephew, who's autistic, who is 18 years old, 19, um, he he's allowed to go when he's at Cedar Point because my nephew he only rides the Cadillac cars and the bumper cars. So he stays pretty much up front of the park because at nighttime the monsters come. And so my nephew, who's autistic, we all have 360 on our phones and stuff. Well, my sister-in-law and my brother lets their son, who's 19 years old, go and walk around the park. Like I said, he mostly stays up front. He doesn't ride rides. He rather do the bumper cars and the Cadillac cars where he drives. And then he gets to eat every 90 minutes. So while we're all doing our thing, she lets him go and do his thing because it's a big park. There's security everywhere. He knows not to talk to strangers. He knows not to follow anybody or, get coerced into doing anything. He knows that. Oh no, Mr. Joey, you're just falling apart on me, aren't you? Well, I hope you're getting better from that because that sea shit sucks. Oh my god, that sea shit sucks. Um, so, what ride did we ride first? Okay, so my sister-in-law was like, let's go ride Gatekeeper. Now, mind you, Gatekeeper was a new ride that was built last year, and this year's new ride was called the Wild Mouse. Now, it was pretty fun. So my niece and I, we all sat in the tester seat, of course. I lost a little bit of weight, but here in my head, I was thinking, I'm not going to be able to fit this ride, Renee. You're not going to be able to ride it, and this is the only ride that you really, really, really like, you love. It's brand new, and she really loves that ride, the Gatekeeper. Um, and I was like, okay, let me see if I can fit it, Renee. So I sat in the tester seat, and I got lots of room. My two nieces, one of my nieces just had a baby, so her hips are huge. Like her hips are huge, so that's her problem. And then my one niece's problem is her thighs are too big and big boobs like Aunt Jackie. So I get to ride it. So my brother and the two girls and Kaylani, the baby, they all went off to go do the Cadillac cars because it was an hour wait time for the Gatekeeper, and that was the first ride we rode. So we got there. I fell in love with the Gatekeeper. I love that ride. That ride was so fun, so much fun. Definitely, definitely, definitely ride the Gatekeeper. That was pretty fun. So then, let me get to the good parts, right? Me and my sister-in-law, I had a sweatshirt. My best friend, Destiny, who only brought this tiny-ass sweatshirt and didn't dress warm. Now, see me, I wore a sweatshirt, a tank top, a short sleeve shirt, sweatpants, tennis shoes, and I was prepared, okay? Brought my hat with me. This girl is crying up a storm because she's cold and she doesn't want to ride anything, and it just made me mad because she ruined it for me, and I made sure to let her know, thanks for ruining my day at Cedar Point, because you ruined it. Like, you didn't want to ride anything, and then she got pissed off and sad and mad because she didn't get a Cedar Point sweatshirt. Um, and I'm just like, you didn't have money for all your food. I had to help come up with $10 to get so you'd be able to eat like we ate. Then I bought you a pretzel with cheese and a lemonade that costed almost $34 for 3 pretzels, and 2 lemonades was $34 at Annie Ann's. Then I was nice enough and, helped get her food and stuff, bought her that pretzel and lemonade. And I thought, okay, well, since I'm buying you all this, you can go on a ride with me, then you can go on the ride I want to go on, or go into one of the haunted houses. Nope. Every line that we went to, she didn't want to do. And now, mind you, the Halloween stuff don't start till 8 o'clock at night. Well, by that time, she decided she wasn't going to ride anything. She didn't want to ride Still Vengeance. She didn't want to ride the Maverick. Now, the Maverick I rode twice now. The Maverick ride, I highly recommend if anybody goes to Cedar Point and you ride the Maverick. Be prepared for that motherfucker to take your breath away. Holy shit, you guys. I thought I was gonna die. I really, 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 really thought I was about to die. Oh my god. Like, I have asthma and COPD, right? Don't ever ride that ride if you have asthma and COPD. Please take your inhaler with you on that fucking ride. Let me tell you. Oh, hi, Mind of Monsters. Thank you. I know it's been such a long time since I've been live, and I just wanted to make sure I got on here. And, I am going to tell you guys about this case real quick, but I have to tell you this. So we're in line for the Maverick. Now, mind you, I know I rode that ride before, but I did not remember anything about that ride because it's been years since I've been to Cedar Point. Years since I've been to Cedar Point. And so we're in line and we're talking. It's me, my niece Sierra, and I have a picture of them so you guys can see what they look like. My babies. They look just like me. I'm not kidding you guys. They look exactly like their Aunt Jackie, which is nice. I don't have kids, so my babies look like me. So me, Sierra, and Katie and Renee were all talking about this ride. I'm scared shitless because I'm like, wait a minute, I don't remember this ride. And she's like, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. So this is all of us on the train. Hi, Dumplin'. I know, I need to stop smoking. So This this is Destiny. Of course, you know me. This is my niece Sierra, and that's my goddaughter Kaylani, and that's my niece Olivia, Caitlin. So you see, I'm dressed like pretty warm. There's my fancy new sweatshirt that me and my sister-in-law got matchings of. But we were just having a good old time on the train, and we get on the Maverick, and we're riding it, and like I'm screaming at the first part of the ride, like, yeah, so cool, you know, like, then we get around this loop, and like it took my breath away, and all I could do, like, I couldn't even speak, you guys. I couldn't talk, I couldn't scream. I'm trying to pat my niece beside me, like, help me, I can't breathe, like, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, and I'm like, we go in this tunnel, and I'm thinking, okay, we're in this tunnel, it's dark as fuck, okay, and we're just dead. The fucking cart just dead stops, and I look over, and I'm like, trying to breathe, and I'm looking at my niece like, help me, and next thing you know, I see her go. Oh, she sticks her arms out, and she goes, 3, 2, 1, and I'm just like, didn't know what to expect, and this motherfucking cart just fucking takes off. I lose my breath again, and this time I'm holding on like this, and I'm like, you're gonna be okay. Breathe, just keep breathing, and I'm just like this the whole way, and I'm holding on to this logos, and I'm like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Never again will I ever ride the Maverick without my inhaler. No other ride has ever done that to me. Now, I've been going to Cedar Point since I was, God, a kid. Like, my stepmom worked for this magazine company called Periodic Public, and then my sister-in-law and my mom all worked for the mentally challenged at this workshop. So we constantly got free tickets. We got to go when the park was shut down for all, just for the handicap, because they have certain days out of the season where they'll close the park for certain events, for certain themes and certain like things. But it was just, I've never, ever had a ride take my breath away so bad that I thought I was literally going to die on Friday the 13th. So let me tell you, so when I got off the cart, right, Renee and Sierra like, did you have fun? And I'm like, no, I did not have fun. I was like, I can't breathe. I thought I was going to die. I'm trying to hit you to get your attention, and you all just screaming and having fun, and I'm over here dying. Look at that little cute face. It's my happy family. But my mom was pissed because I came home and I told her about it. She's like, you didn't have fun? And I was like, I did have fun with my family because I ain't been with my family in so long. But it was just the fact that every line we got into, she didn't want to ride. She didn't want to do nothing, but all she wanted to do was walk around. Then she got tired because of the walking. And I'm like, dude, what did you expect when you come to Cedar Point? You're going to move your ass off. You're going to walk. Like, you're going to move. You're going to move. Okay, so I even brought my purse with me. This is my new purse, you guys. It's Scooby-Doo. I love Scooby-Doo. I also got, look how cute these candles are. So I gave the purple one to my mom, and I kept the Scooby-Doo one, but this is what I told my mom. So, this is the Scooby-Doo candle. Super cute. I love this guy. So I burn him. I've been burning him. But I got a purple one with all of the characters on it. And I told him, I gave it to my mom. I said, Mom, I said, every time you miss me, I'm going to cry. I said, every time you miss me and you get lonely, You can burn the Scooby-Doo candle and think of me because she does miss me a lot, and I miss my mom a lot too. Um, I just don't have a high class fancy car to be able to drive down all the time, and it is a drive. It's an hour drive to Port Clinton, and then an hour drive back home. And last night was super. What was it? Last night, Saturday. Saturday night, I drove home, and as you can see, I got my new coffee cup. Um, it was super windy. Like, the storm has been crazy lately, so it's been like really windy. So last night I drove home, or Saturday night I drove home from Cedar Point, and we just we had fun. I just wish my friend Destiny wouldn't have been a chicken shit. Like, she didn't want to do nothing haunted house. All she wanted to do was walk through the walkthroughs where there's monsters that come out of nowhere. Well, there wasn't that many monsters in the walkthrough because at Cedar Point they have this new thing. They're called boo necklaces. And the boo necklace is where you can get all different kinds of boo necklaces. You can get one that's a skeleton. You can get one as a kitty cat with the witch hat on it, and it's purple. And it's like a really long like lantern, but it lights up, and then the monsters don't scare you. So they have this thing called the boo lamp, the boo something. No boo, no, yeah, it's something silly that they did for the kids, which is fun. However, I did find this that I want to go do. It is called Screams 419, and basically what it is it's a drive-through. It's a drive-through theater. Okay, we have drive-ins up here, so you go into this drive-in theater. You can either get the option where you don't watch the movie and it's cheaper, or you get the movie and the haunted walkthrough, and you get scared while you're in your car watching a movie. Like, the monsters will come up to you in the car, so you can sit there, watch the movie, and get creeped out. And it's a drive-in theater. I looked it up. It looks pretty fun. It's called Haunted House. It's called Screams419.com. And it's called the Sundance Drive-In. And it says Toledo's only traditional haunted house is back. And it says Screams 419. I love haunted stuff. I really do. I love being scared shitless out of my mind. Like the adrenaline. And that's what she kept telling me. She's like, well, you like the scary stuff. I don't do scary stuff. Then why did you come? Why would you let my brother waste a fucking ticket, his free ticket that he could have gave to somebody else, you know? You got a free ticket and you didn't want to do nothing. You didn't want to do any of the rides. She wanted to ride the Iron Dragon, the Gemini, which the Gemini they don't have anymore. It is now called Still Vengeance, and it's in the back. It's where the Gemini and the Mean Streak. I don't think they got the Mean Streak anymore. If it is, it's up front. Because they redid one of the wooden rides in the back, which used to be called, I want to say it used to be called the Gemini. And they changed it to Still Vengeance. Now, mind you, you can't have your cell phone, nothing on this ride because there's no gravity. And so, if you're caught on your phone while you're on a ride, you are escorted out by security and kicked out of the property. Because this ride is very dangerous. You only have a lap belt, and then that lap belt, you go upside down, and it's just, you only have a lap belt, though. The only lap belt. You have a lap belt, and that's it. And this ride is called Still Vengeance. It's in the back. It's redone. It is. They don't have. They have the blue streak left. That's it. For the wooden rides. Everything is different and moved. Like where the new gatekeepers at is where Disaster Transport used to be. Now, Disaster Transport was one of my all-time favorite roller coasters because it was inside. It was built inside, which was super cool. Okay, so I do have a missing lady. Not a missing lady, but this happened in 2017. It's still unsolved, you guys, and it does need some light on this case, okay? I found this a few days ago. I've been holding on to it. This is the woman. Look how beautiful she is. Beautiful. Her name is Taylor. Okay? I'm going to read you what the article says. Mom falls to her death after suspicious meeting with a mystery man. Okay, this is that mystery man I was talking about that the father knows the name to. Taylor Grewell Miller is her name. It says a family says they want answers after a Texas mom died in suspicious fall from a parking garage. Okay, Taylor Grewell, 26 years old with 2 kids. Okay, plummeted to her death in Dallas on September 23rd, but questions still remain about the last minutes before she died. WFFA reported. The father, I just want the truth, Dad, Rich Grewell told WFFA. My daughter didn't take her own life. Dallas police released surveillance video Thursday from the tragic night in an attempt to shed light on her death. Authorities said that night she died. The mom of 2 was with a man she had met while at rehab getting treatment for prescription drug abuse. In the surveillance video, Grewell Miller is seen getting in a black car with the man at the parking garage. Authorities said the man refused to meet the investigators and has written a statement contradicts the surveillance video. I think there's one person at least knows what happened to my daughter. I just wish that person would tell the truth, whatever the truth is. Her dad said, just come forward and say what happened. Let's play the video. It's hard to tell who we're looking for, though. There's the white car I think we're supposed to be looking for, right? Hold on, guys. I'm looking for... The pair drove to... Oh, the black car. Surveillance video is seen getting in a black car with the man in the parking garage. Then the pair drove to the top floor of the garage. Within minutes, Grewell fell to her death and the man returned to the 3rd floor of the parking garage alone, police said. Authorities said the man refused to meet the investigators and written a statement surveillance. Um, the number is 419, not 419, damn it. 216, shit. I can't do this. Dang it. 214-671-3650. Now, it does show, I mean, just look how pretty she was. Now, mind you, media made it all out to be that, she was battling her addiction problem, okay? She had addiction to prescription pain drugs. I have notes. Okay, right here it is. So that was published in 2017. Now the father has released the father has released the guy's name. The article that I'm reading right now doesn't show or talk about the mystery. It talks about the mystery man, but it does not really release his name. However, the father has released the guy's name as Cody Marley, and she was 26 years old, struggling with her addiction. And she had just left authority. She had just left rehab. And the father does state that she had called him asking for money. The father said, you need to go back to the rehab. And then she said, I guess the father had said that wasn't like her to have such a brief conversation with her father. But she did ask for money. And the father did state, you need to go back to the rehab. The black car in the parking garage, they drove to the top. Within minutes, she fell to her death. We read that. She's 26 years old. Her oldest kid is the daughter, and the son is the youngest. The daughter is the oldest. She has a boy and a girl. And if the cops know the guy's name, if they know who was with her before she fell, and if it's obviously contradicting itself, then obviously you should arrest him, right? Like how are they not arresting this guy? Like if you know he was the last one seen with her, then how in the hell is he free and out walking around? Let me see. Let me see. Of course not. So let me see. I know. Oh, right here. Let's see what this article says. I know one of them showed a video of the dad talking. I think it was maybe on investigating a mysterious death. So, the mother of the two children plummeted to her death from the top of the Dallas, Texas apartment building parking garage. September 23rd, police on Thursday released surveillance of video of the attempt to find the witness. Hold on, guys, I'm pulling it up. Okay, so here's another video. This is from Austin, Texas, the news channel. So there's two guys there. Let's see what this one says, because I remember the father saying the guy's name. Um, so the family of a 26-year-old Texas woman who fell to her death, suspicious circumstances, is demanding answers to what happened. Just want the truth. The New York Post reported Gura was with a man she met at rehab before she died. She checked into a treatment facility in August for abusing prescription drugs. Read more. Want that. There it goes. Uh, she was gorgeous, wasn't she? Oh my god, what a beautiful woman. And you can't tell that that face has ever abused drugs. Well, thanks, Macy May. I appreciate that. We don't do that here, by the way. We build each other up. We don't bring each other down. So if you want to find the nearest hole and go dig yourself it, be my guest. So they blurred out her kid, but there she is with the pumpkin patch. Now, mind you, um, 26. I just can't believe how young. Now, we watched this video, but I don't see... Whew, forgot to drop it. So, is that her? It just goes so quick, and this is at a parking garage. If any of my mods would like to, come in and take care of that for me, that would be great. So yeah, so that video goes pretty quick. So surveillance video is seen getting into a black car with the man at the parking garage. The pair drove to the top floor of the parking garage. I wish I could find the video of the dad and the phone, because there was a video of her stating that he had talked to his daughter. She asked for money. But here it says, WFFA said the man played football in college and was on probation for drug conviction without divulging his name. He refused to meet detectives to submit a written statement that the police have questioned because it contradicts what is seen in the surveillance, according to the station. Taylor's children were 2 and 4, were her biggest joy in life, according to her obituary on Facebook. Her kids were only 2 and 4. Wow. I know this is going to be a short one because I got to go to work. Wow. Just look. I mean, she was beautiful. 26 years old. Wow. 26 years old. I remember once when I was 26, I had the best times when I was 26, let me tell you. Um, police appeal. I can't talk. Police appealed to the public for help identifying the two men seen in the surveillance video who may be a witness. Uh-oh. See, I knew I seen two guys in the footage, so... And this is off of camera 1. So there they are. Pay attention. Look, guys. If I can click on it. Come on. Okay, so I'm guessing that's him and her. Boom. Two guys. So where did they come from, and did they see anything? Do they know anything? You know, this father wants answers. And it's sad because we can't give him answers. And the guys, this again is in Texas. So if I have any, friends or following out there in Texas, please, you can look this case up as well. It's all over the internet. Like I said, this happened back in 2017. I know somewhere that there's an article of the father speaking. I just can't seem to find anything. One more. Let's see. No, we don't want that. No! Go back. Hold on, guys. I'm getting back there. Hold up. Okay, so there should be more. You'd think there'd be more. I don't know how I just got back there. I just think it's so sad that she had to lose her life. Because, and I know in one of the articles they really did, they went hard on her because of her drug addiction, and I just felt really bad because that probably didn't have to be known in the media. That she had just left a rehab facility, and she just was lost, and I've been there. I've been lost. We're gonna watch this video. If it plays.
Trigger warning. The following episode contains descriptions of graphic violence and adult language. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is a YouTuber.
Let's touch on the wine that we have this week. Okay, so today I have a wine from our special package from Naked Wines, and
this was a year ago. I don't know how I got on this, but I guess it's a YouTube channel. It's Innocent Till Tipsy's podcast. Check them out. I guess they did a thing on her. I don't know how the hell.
That person being a human being, you know?
Sure.
And Taylor was still very much Taylor during this time. She was still trying to remain strong for her kids.
Yeah.
And no matter how far her addiction ever got her,
Exactly.
according to her family, she was still Taylor, the epitome of a social butterfly who showered all of those around her with the love that they gave her. She gave it right back to them. She was never the bearer of bad news, never a negative bone in her body, always Miss Positive. Even in the darkest of times, she never would get down on anyone else. And I just want to reiterate that because I do find sometimes that gets a little lost in translation.
Yeah, and she is not her addiction. Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
And by the summer of 2017, Taylor had actually asked herself for help. So that's great. That's the best step for an addict.
Yeah.
She voluntarily, huge step. She voluntarily entered a treatment facility, and this time was different. Like, her whole family could feel it. This time, we had not met Cody Marley. She would
Cody
be alive
Marley.
to this day. She was a ride or die mom for her two children, and she had made that decision for herself. So it's just extremely frustrating case. Now,
well, what I'll say about that suicide theory is, like, suicide never makes sense. So I understand, like, although she had all these therapist records.
Let's see where she's going with this. I would like to find the article with the dad speaking, but like we know, her drug addiction, she wasn't that.
These are the final minutes of Taylor Cruel Miller's young life.
See, I knew that was her.
Mother of two, captured on a surveillance camera with a mysterious man. Moments later, Taylor plummets to her death.
The detective said she fell.
But her heartbroken father doesn't believe it. He says his daughter was deliberately pushed over the edge.
The way she fell was not just taking a jump off the building.
Exactly.
This is video of how Rich Gruel prefers to remember his daughter Taylor, laughing and singing with her children.
The proudest I was ever of my daughter was when she had my great-mother. She was a great mother.
But behind Taylor's laughter, Rich admits his daughter had a dark side.
Taylor had problems with prescription medications.
So did I.
Struggling.
I was struggling too, girl.
It was a dark time. It was a bad time with Taylor.
But there was new hope for the single mom seeking help at a treatment center.
She was glad to be there. She became, encased in her treatment, and she was doing well.
So her father is floored when the facility calls to say Taylor has abruptly taken off with another patient.
All her stuff. First, hairbrush, makeup, ID.
So you have no idea at this point where she is or who she is.
Exactly.
A few hours later, Taylor calls her dad. He knows in his gut
See?
his daughter is in trouble. What'd she say?
She said, "Hi, Daddy." I said, "Taylor, where are you?" She wouldn't tell me where she was. She went straight into the Daddy, can I have gas money?
Taylor said gas money. What did you interpret that to be? What did it mean?
She was trying to buy some type of drug. And I said, "I'm not going to get gas money, but wherever you are right now, I will come get you." The conversation ended. That was the last time I heard my daughter's voice. It was at 6:58 a.m. September 21st.
Just 2 days later, Taylor ends up here on the third floor of the Ross Apartments parking structure. Police aren't commenting on the case, claiming this is an ongoing investigation. But Rich tells me the man in the video with Taylor is the friend she left with from rehab. You think she knew anything about him?
She definitely did know the things that I've since found out. This isn't a Boy Scout. This isn't someone that's a pillar of our community.
In the video, Taylor and the man are holding hands. But Rich says, based on his daughter's body language, he believes she was trying to get away.
She's pulling away from him. She rolls her head in the air like, "Oh my God, what are you saying?" Or, "Oh my God, what are we doing?" I don't want to go. But that's what it looks like to me.
At about 11 that night, they get in the man's black car. That's all the surveillance video cops have released of Taylor so far. But Rich tells Crime Watch Daily his daughter and her friend drive up to the 5th floor of the parking garage. Moments later,
Hi,
drives back
TV
down to the 3rd
sweet.
floor. Is she with him? No. Just 20 minutes later, the beautiful young mom is dead. Taylor was found here by someone who was just walking by and called 911. And Taylor didn't have information on her, so she was listed by police as an unidentified white female. They had to use her fingerprints to ID her. It took 2 days to tell her family.
Did the police tell you that Taylor fell or jumped or was pushed? They immediately went to see the surveillance videos.
What's on the video raises more questions. Taylor's friend reappears on the 3rd floor, shaking hands with a big guy in a white t-shirt.
Oh my God.
Moments later, he's seen walking off with a different guy in a black shirt. Then the detective tells Rich something he just can't get out of his head. The part of the surveillance video yet to be released shows one of these guys was on the 5th floor with Taylor and her friend.
He said, I don't think this was suicide.
Is your daughter's death right now considered a homicide by the police?
No, not right now.
The police report simply says unexplained death, but Rich says Taylor's autopsy is very telling.
The injuries that my daughter sustained to her arms, hands, and shoulders, the left side of her face was traumatic.
Doesn't appear from the injuries that she was trying to brace herself.
I mean, when you break both your wrists and arms, and some of your shoulder bones, yeah, it would appear that she fell face first.
Of trying to
Oh.
Stop her fall.
And Rich tells me there's something else suspicious. This is a picture of the ledge Taylor fell over. It's about 4 feet high. We weren't able to take our cameras into the actual parking garage, but Rich uses another similar wall to demonstrate why he says this is not just a tragic accident. So basically, like something like this is what you're talking about, right? So that you wouldn't have just fallen.
This would be about the right height. So anybody tripping and falling is not going to fall off something this high. And it would take someone of pretty good strength to lift someone over that ledge. So that's why I said I just won't completely outpack them.
And Rich is confident his daughter would never have taken her own life.
Nope.
She never once said, Daddy, I'm going to kill myself. Daddy, I hurt myself. I don't want to live anymore. She never said that to me.
So if Taylor didn't accidentally fall, and she didn't jump, the burning question is, was she pushed? Unfortunately, police can't find 2 of the men in the video, and the other one, the friend last seen with Taylor, isn't talking.
Okay, guys, we gotta get this out, you guys.
He drug my daughter up there with his dog.
And this is from Crime Watch Daily. I love Crime Watch Daily. I used to watch them all the
Taylor's dad
time.
tells me there are a lot of
So
problems with the man's
I'm
statement.
glad I
Rich
found
says
this.
cops tell him
But this is
they
the
saw
father,
all
you
of the surveillance
guys.
video from that night, and they never saw a dog.
I'm no surveillance video expert, but the dog's a pit bull. And it's a pit bull's very large dog. Show me a pit bull in the video. She opens the car door, he opens the car door. I think the dog would go running out. There's no dog.
Now police are asking
Where's
for
the
more
dog?
on identifying
Didn't
these
know
2
this
men
dog.
seen talking to Taylor's friend. They want to know what they know about that night. Maybe there are answers out there.
There are definitely answers out there.
And Taylor's dad
All right,
wants to know why
guys.
the man last seen with his daughter alive isn't talking.
I think he's a coward. He was the last person to see my daughter alive. At least one of the last people to see my daughter alive. And you don't respect human life enough to tell anybody what happened. Every waking moment of my life right now, I'm thinking about my daughter falling up the hill. It never leaves my brain. It's going to be with me for the rest of my life. I think about her 2 children. And I will tell them about their daughter. I'll tell her children, tell the police whatever. If you know anything. And I think he knows.
If you know who these 2 guys are in the surveillance video, please call the Dallas Police. That number is 1-214-671-3650.
Okay, guys. That's your homework. Let's get this.
Are
Let's
you
get
a
this girl
low-income
justice.
American on food stamps or
I mean,
Medicaid?
come on. We all
If so,
know
you are now
she was murdered. I mean, clear as day. You can obviously tell. The 2 mystery men need to speak up. The 2 guys that shook that guy's hand need to come forward, because this is just unacceptable. Just, if you guys want to look this up, it's all over. You can go to Crime Watch Daily. You can go to, you could type in "mother plummeted to death." Again, you can tell, her addiction stages. You can tell that her healthiness was when she was a little bit chunkier. Very beautiful woman, though. It's just sad, because she's out there. But I gotta go, guys. Some of the pictures of her. Like I said, her name is Taylor Gruwell. She was 26 years old. It's very sad. I'm glad we went over this, but True Crime Daily has it. Also, the last shout out to the Tipsy Broad. I don't really know their name because I don't remember Googling it to her. Like I said, go check them out. I gotta head out, guys. I gotta go. I'm supposed to be to work at 1. It is now 1:07. So, I hate that job. I'll tell you guys about that in our next episode. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. When you do subscribe, you become a homie, you become a friend. We have fun here. We do true crime. We have some other things in store. We don't like bulliness. We don't tolerate that. But thank you for the troll that did stop in earlier. I appreciate that. You guys have a good one. Bye.